Hi, I'm Nikki, and this is Mark. And we're going to do a brief tutorial to help you find some lift in arm balances. One thing that's really helpful to know is that you often have to go a lot further forward than you think you need to in arm balances. So what we're going to specifically focus on today is a pose called Mayurasana, which is often referred to as Peacock pose. So a couple brief notes before you try this at home with us is that warm your wrists up because it's a lot of flexion on the wrists, and we'll have your arms and shoulders be a little bit warm, okay? So what Mark is going to do first is he's going to come into plank pose. And what he's going to do, what I'm going to ask Mark to do, is just to move a little bit forward and a little bit back just to get his wrists a little bit warm. And if you're practicing at home, you can do this with us, okay? And then just start to get a sense of shifting your weight from back to forward. And really, really starting to play with bringing your heart, your chest, your gaze really, really far forward, okay? And then I'll ask Mark to take child's pose, and you can join us as he does that. And he just stretches nice and long, okay? And just a few breaths here. And as you're breathing at home with us, just let your body soften as you do that. And then let's all come back up together into tabletop. So hands and knees. And then if you'd like to try with us, what Mark is now going to do is he's going to flip his hands, and you can do this with us, so that your fingertips are now pointing back towards your feet, okay? And the width of your hands also matters because you want the weight evenly distributed on the inside of your wrist and the outside of your wrist. Sometimes if you're too far, if you're too wide, the weight will sit on the outside of your wrist. And sometimes if you're too close, the weight will sit on the inside of your wrist. So find your width, which is, for most of us, wrists under our shoulders, so that the weight is evenly distributed through the wrists, okay? So now from here, what Mark is gonna do is he's gonna step his feet back, okay? And then from here, what he's gonna do is he's gonna keep his gaze forward. He's gonna start to bend his elbows back, and he's going to start to come forward just a little bit, okay? And what you may notice is that his head is still really lifted, and he's not that far forward. So are you able to lift your legs very well? Nope. And are you at home able to lift your legs very well? Probably not, right? So I'm going to ask Mark, and you as well, now just take a child's pose and take a break and come off your wrists. And now we're going to try that again. So you and Mark are going to come back into tabletop. Okay. And this time what I'd like you to try to do is go way further forward than you think you need to. And almost as if you're ready to face plant, but the strength that you have as you push down is going to help keep you lift. So now what Mark is going to do and what you're going to do is you've placed your wrists, you place your hands with your fingertips pointing back towards your feet, and you've got nice even weight through the inside and outside of the wrist. And then you're going to step your feet back into plank pose again. Okay. And now from here, you're going to bend your elbows, bring them straight back. And then as Mark is doing this, you're going to do this. You're going to lean way, 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 way far forward, way more forward than you think. And then eventually, because this part of your body is moving down, your pelvis is going to be able to lift just a little bit more. But look at how far forward he is. He takes one more nice big breath in with you, and then you can all come down together. Child's pose. Okay. So the pelvis is the heaviest grouping of bones in your body. So in order to be able to lift that and the weight of your legs, something else needs to come really, really far forward and lower so that part of your body can lift. And we call that the seesaw principle. So that's our trick. Thanks for joining us. Namaste.